on him.
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. The guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
67 degrees our game time temperature. Fly ball out toward left center field. Betts giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Arias has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
Pitch outside, the throw. Offline throw, but they still. Settling in now, Justin Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, guys, I'm interested to take a look at this team in game 1 of this road trip right now. They have to play better. They took it on the chin, recent homestand, only winning 2 games. But I'll tell you what, today they're putting a guy out on the mound that can execute down and away. I look for him to set the tone.
Another 0-2 coming. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Herrera on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, we learned in spring training this is an organizational mission. To lead the league in walks, create constant pressure on the pitcher, drive his pitch count up, foul off that tough 2-strike pitch, find ways to create opportunities.
Belted high in the air out to left. McCutchen looking up. Gone!
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches. And this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 18 homers and 42 runs batted in. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Here's a little chopper up the middle, played on the backhand. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Boy, after that base knock right there, Debo, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Bellinger, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Another one sent foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Gregorius is there. Segura for 1. Back to first, but a good job to break up the double play as he couldn't make an accurate throw.
The shortstop.
So runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop, Corey Seager. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. But the Dodgers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Second inning coming up, and LA's off to an early 1-0 lead. And now Bryce Harper will get us started in the top of the second. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. The 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career. Multiple MVPs, Gold Gloves, you name it. Corey Seager is on fire.
The 1-0 home. Misses. Ball 2.
No strike.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And just past his outstretched glove into left. A base hit.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on.
Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 3 homers and 16 RBIs. From the belt, the pitch. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Runners on first with one down. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Here's Didi Gregorius. He was responsible for the only run they could muster in yesterday's ball game. It was a solo shot. Here's the first pitch to him. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Oh, and he misses it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out. Here's Jock Peterson now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Base hit into right center. This will kick up against the wall now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. Peterson stands at second with no outs. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number one. Next up for Los Angeles, number 9, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's taken for strike one.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And he popped him up. Kingery in foul ground, and he makes the catch for the second out. Next for the Dodgers, Ruiz. And this at-bat marks the beginning of his big league career. An exciting moment for him.
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunities to fail when they invest minimal money in you. It shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
And he fouls this one off. 2 out here and a runner at second. Lifted in the air out to center field. Herrera's there, and that retires the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday night baseball on.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the center fielder.
First pitch on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Oh, and he just carves him up there on 4 pitches. 1 gone. So 1 gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. windup and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Kingery runs pretty well, which is interesting given the position he plays on the field. Usually the speedy guys are in the middle infield or in the outfield where there's a lot of ground to cover, but that's not the case with him. His plus speed makes him really unique at his position.
Yeah, he does possess such an interesting skill set. It might not help him on the defensive side, but man, from an offensive standpoint, what a tool to possess.
Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Case in point, right, we're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will...
Welcome back as the Dodgers prepare for their 3rd turn batting in this one. And fans of the boys in blue have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. They enter the day among the league leaders in both home runs and runs scored. So it's no secret what a threat they present to opposing pitching staffs. As one player told me earlier, we've got a stacked lineup, so as long as we all show up to swing it every day, we're going to cause a lot of problems for the other guys. It's a fun group of guys to hit with. Matt, back to you.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And it's gone as they add still another.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Into the box, Chris Taylor, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Stepping into the box, Cody Bellinger. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and this will be fouled away. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. One there.
That's an out.
On to first, and they turn the double play. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The left fielder, number 31. Peterson.
Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Wheeler pauses. First pitch on the way. In there for strike one. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Hit in the air down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Ready with another 2-2. And this will be fouled away. Now another 2-2. Fouled away.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it. As he wears it. Gene Segura standing in. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
1 ball, no strikes. The count. That's by him for strike 1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Bellinger's on his horse, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The left fielder,
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. One and one to Andrew McCutchen. And there's ball two now.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Ball even at 2-2. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. Another full count pitch home. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
A high fastball is in there.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field in Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Strike one to start the at-bat. The 0-1 delivery. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Herrera's there. One down. Stepping into the box, number 9. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Hoskins shading to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in, Ruiz, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Wheeler sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. Throw to first will get it easily, and the side is retired. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So next to the plate for the Phillies, JT Realmuto 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Striding into the box, Didi Gregorius. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Check swing grounder to the right side. Reined in. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there at the side. Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1. Turner.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The batter, number 3.
So the base is empty here with one away. And in to hit next, it'll be the ever-versatile Chris Taylor. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, not a bad way to end the month. He gets his 3rd hit of this game, and I'm not so sure, Mark, he's going to look forward to the calendar flipping to the next month.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dan, you get 3 knocks the last day of the month, you're feeling frisky heading into the next 30 days.
Cody Bellinger comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 2-1 home. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Harper has a read on it. 2 down. Into the box now. Mookie Betts. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. They'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And that misses 1-1. Herrera, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Full count to Herrera, 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 3-2. Pulled toward right center field. Bellinger moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 4.
And in steps Scott Kingery. He's 0 for 1 thus far. On its way is pitch number 75. Lays off 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
This is flared out towards second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 6.
So here's the Phillies DH, Greg Allen. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The count now at 2-2. The 2-2. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. Make it 14 in a row set down now. Into the box, Corey Seager. He'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on swivel.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Corey Seager is retired leading off the bottom of the sixth.
0-1. Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
In there, 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2. And it's fouled away.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. that is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. So digging in now, Max Muncy. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. One and one to the Dodgers first baseman. Popped him up. Hoskins has got it, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Gene Segura. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he takes strike 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Line drive to left. Peterson arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Number 22, Andrew.
Digging in, Andrew McCutchen. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
And that misses ball 1. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Muncy will win the race to first easily, and that ends the inning. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in L.A. Get up and stretch. Dodgers lead this one 3-0. Now in the box, number 9. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
The second baseman, number 9.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Ball and a strike.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. And he's able to fight this one off, foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Swing and a line drive. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Oh, and he misses it. He'll get it into second. Throw won't get him. So some real problems out.
Number 70.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And that is going to be all for Zach Wheeler. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. And he fouls this one off. A runner at second, nobody out. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments. Had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life? Grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
He's set and the pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Harper is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Chris Taylor will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Pedro Baez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 52, Pedro Baez.
First offering on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
The 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full. JT Realmuto is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Hoskins gets his lead at first, nobody out. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now. Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. The second for 1. On the first, it's a double play as their woes continue. Digging in to try it again. Cody Bellinger. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Cody.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
The next 0-2 is in there. A called strike 3. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mookie Betts. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. From the stretch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. The relay. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double. Here's Corey Seager. The previous history with Tommy Hunter. He's 1 for 2. From the belt. Kicks and deals. Lifted the other way out to left center. McCutchen is after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. 2 away for the Dodgers here in the 8th. And in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. He's set. Here it comes. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Betts at second with 2 down. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. The 0-2 home. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this. Kenley Jansen comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 74.
Now batting, Odubel Herrera.
They look like they're up against it here. Down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull the trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
Count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seat. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. At the plate, Scott Kingery. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First offering on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. This is line to left. Peterson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Next will be the designated hitter, Greg Allen, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Betts. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Outside, 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
He loses him on ball 4. Stepping up now, Andrew McCutchen. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. He's got 2 hits in 17 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Here's Bryce Harper now. He's got an opportunity here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Here's the 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0 pitch. Outside with that delivery, and it's 3-0 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
3 balls, no strikes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. Philly down to their last strike. And he struck him out. for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win.
Here now is our